Continuing on here, we are on part 2. It's time for the hot tags of the week. Some wrestling news, rumors, stories, or anything else that's been going down the past couple of days that I thought was kind of interesting or weird or whatever. Let's start getting into this here. Alundra Blayze has been exchanging a bunch of tweets with Paige, calling her out, and then eventually just decided to say the whole reason why she's doing that is because she really, really wants to wrestle Paige, and this is her way of trying to get into an angle of sorts. First off, do you think that it's a good idea for people to be doing these kind of things, or is it kind of lame? Second off, do you want to see these two people feud? What do you guys think? Who wants to tag in?
It's fucking stupid. Especially if you're going to do it, follow through with it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just come out later and say, oh, no, I was just doing this. Because
so soon after it, too. Not
like
even
fucking,
like after WWE says no.
Like, I get kayfabe isn't a thing anymore, but at least fucking try.
Then just go, oh, no, somebody hacked it. I really love you, Paige. But, like, I can't really see Alundra Blayze be on a draw right now, either. Like, but you think that would be something that would actually get, like, the fans interested? Like,
You wait for me? I don't have anything to say about this. I don't have it. Alundra Blayze, like, who the fuck remembers her from 1994?
I remember her from 95, maybe.
I remember her from that one time they showed the clips of her throwing a belt in the trash bag. Again, yeah.
I think that was actually part of the Twitter exchange. It was like Paige just said something like, oh, well, I wouldn't do that. And she was just kind of like, oh, well, you're a bitch. JK, love you.
Well, that's, I don't think I'd want to see her wrestling anywhere near a ring, and I'm afraid she would, like, hurt herself. So I'm going to say a no for that. I'm going to say a no for beef without cheese. And that's all.
Wago, what do you think about this? Alundra Blayze wrestling Paige. Are you interested in that?
Nope.
Good. I'm glad that I'm not just being the bitter one here that thinks that this is stupid. That we can all agree on this. So there's actually, most of the things that have been going on this week are about some of the older people and stuff. There's 2 new people have signed Legends contracts. They are, the top of the line, I guess you could say, Tatanka and superstar Billy Graham.
How quick is one to turn on their morals and what they stand for when there's a Legends deal on the table? Billy Graham, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking immediately. However, I like the Tatanka. I always like the tomahawks and his little...
His what?
Sorry, I'm not Indian. I can't make whatever call they make.
Well, since I haven't really done a Fuck That Guy Club inductee in a while, I'm going to go ahead and give it to superstar Billy Graham.
Yeah, I mean, he should have been in a long time ago.
I think he was, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have put him in before.
Wasn't that, like, one of the starters?
Well, two-time Fuck That Guy Club.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's like Ric Flair. He got 2 rings.
Two-time.
And he'll probably try to sell those rings, too.
Exactly.
Well, what would you guys like to see come out of this? I mean, I can't imagine either of these two doing much. Like, they have careers behind them that they can do, like, interviews for and stuff like that, but, I mean, they're not the biggest... Well, I mean, Superstar Billy Graham was really big back in the day, but, like, Tatanka, for instance, he's not going to be somebody that they're like, oh, well, we need to get you on, like, every WWE list because you feuded with everybody and it was amazing and shit. Like...
No, I bet Tatanka's the guy that they have. If they were ever to do something tribute towards Native Americans in general, I think he's a good guy to have in that spot.
I would think it would just be offensive at that point.
No, I'm just saying he's a good guy to have in those certain type of situations. And honestly, I'm not as old as you guys, so I can't really say too much, but I don't think Tatanka's a guy who's badmouthed the company too much. And he was allowed to have a second stint with the company back in like the mid-2000s, so overall, he's not a bad guy to have around. And let's see, Billy's, fuck that guy.
Do you guys remember anything coming from Tatanka badmouthing the company? I can't remember.
I know they had like disputes coming to an agreement where just pretty much he thought he was worth a lot more money than he really was. But aside from that, I don't think they have any bad blood, and that's like not anything that I think would linger.
What fucking money is he worth? He's never put one butt in a seat.
Actually, he was a wildly popular guy back in the early 90s.
Nobody was buying their ticket for him.
Yeah, they were. What are you talking about? Tatanka was huge. People were doing that karate chop. Native American culture was massive in the 90s, man. You look at it, like the Atlanta Braves were the hot baseball team. Dances with Wolves was one of the big box office movies. People loved Tatanka.
Well, he should have danced with a main event of a way, so no one's going to fucking remember him.
Well, he doesn't
Okay.
dabble.
A lot of people do remember him.
It's kind of hard to forget. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
He was a very
Tatanka.
memorable character. I don't know where your negativity is coming from. Tatanka was awesome.
It's not like Zip.
I don't wish anything ill on him. I just don't think he was that big of a deal at all.
Here we go. Wago wishing diverticulitis on Tatanka.
He had a big undefeated streak.
And I'm not wishing it on Tatanka. I'm planning it on Book Teeth Dude.
Tatanka.
So, Billy Graham.
No, Kevin Dunn, but that's a good second choice.
So another older star is in the news, and it's about another Twitter thing. X-Pac was arguing over promoter at The Real Nigsy. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what the whole situation is, because of course it was just back and forth of them being like, hey, fuck you. No, fuck you. But supposedly it had something to do with the whole you canceled and the payment was changed and that kind of thing or something, and it got pretty heated and stuff. And again, I kind of want to go back to the idea, what do you guys think is the proper etiquette when it comes to this? So should somebody call out a promoter like this on Twitter, or should they do should they do what The Real Nigsy was kind of saying, which was, hey, I sent you some emails, why are you talking about this in public, but you can't answer a damn email? Whether or not that's true, we don't know. But do you guys think X-Pac's in the right to argue about this kind of shit, or should this all just stay behind the scenes?
Okay, as far as dealing with a promoter goes, if it's the scenario where X-Pac was meant to get paid, the guy stiffed him for it, and he's not resolved it, then you ought to name and shame that guy. That's pretty much wrestler's etiquette. If someone fucks the boys over, you name and shame them. If it's a case where there was a misunderstanding and he's just aired it out just to be a dick, I could see X-Pac doing that. It's hard to say who's right and who's wrong just because we don't know the full story.
See, I don't know about you guys, but X-Pac kind of strikes me as a straight shooter.
He's he's like a big politicker too, so I don't know. I can't say.
Depends, before or after he tore his asshole. I think he has a little problem keeping his aim on after that.
Drew, any thoughts on this subject matter?
People tearing each other's assholes, that's all.
And we got Stardust tweeting something. She says, everything's Twitter. It's ridiculous. He says, the only way Stardust goes away and Cody Rhodes comes back is if, quote, you know who wins. Hashtag the sequel. So, I'm assuming this is Goldust, and that they're doing some kind of a, test to see if people are interested in seeing another Goldust and Stardust feud or something. Wago, I gotta imagine that you are completely against this, right?
I'm not against it. I just don't think it was worth a WrestleMania match. They pissed that right away. So I'm fine if they want to do it for a month or so. Gold just posted on Twitter that he's coming for the IC title, though.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Like, they're gonna really have him beat Kevin Owens.
It doesn't matter. He said he's going for it. I didn't say he was going to win it.
What did he post about it? Just like, I want to win it or something.
Man, I sure could make that IC title mean something again. And Kevin Owens responded with, "I got it covered, thanks."
No, I remember for a number of weeks, like the WWE YouTube page were showing like Stardust vignettes, but I don't know if they were making it onto Raw at all. And he was like a lot of stuff with like cards. So I was waiting for him to return for at least a month now, and it hasn't happened. So fuck me, right?
A lot of things
Yeah,
about
fuck
cards.
you.
So Cody Rhodes. Oh yeah, he was like, he had like a bunch of cards out. And he's like going over with the queen and like an ace, and then he pulled one. He's like, oh! And he does this weird ass Stardust thing. And it's like, yeah, and that's what I'm going after next. So you never know. It's a star in the dust.
I'm gonna assume King Barrett.
Maybe, but this was a few weeks ago. They would have done something with it by now.
It's like, 5 of clubs. Holy shit.
You know who's a 5-time champion in WCW? Booker T.
Peyton, would you like to see Stardust and Goldust go at it again?
If they actually made it like a really gimmicky thing, sure. What they did last time was not fun. It was actually kind of uncomfortable to watch. And if they try to do something like that again after Dusty's death, it would be even more uncomfortable.
2 more hot tags that I have down here. Let's talk a little TNA. They supposedly want to return to New York City.
Okay, that's enough.
There you go.
Yeah, you only said a little dude.
That's true. They want to return to New York City and do some TV tapings at Hammerstein Ballroom. So they're still hanging on there that they're going to have some kind of a TV show. But all signs point to no on that one. I guess they think maybe if they record some TV things that they could shop it around and just be like, well, we got a couple episodes already, dude. But the amount of people that they drew for the past couple things have been terrible, and I got to imagine that this is more of a pipe dream. You guys agree?
You said you got TNA news. I didn't say I'd talk about it. Fuck this company.
You know, maybe if they went to a very small town and found a very small like auditorium, they could run TNA locally through like a high school TV station. So you never know.
This company's a fucking cancer. Just die. Just fucking die.
This is a smart place for them to go because that area of New York has a lot of big wrestling history to it. People like going to a show there. It's a big city, and that's a small venue, so it'll easily get filled. So it's one of the few places they won't have a problem getting butts in the seats. So if they're going to try to hang on, that's a good place to go to. Hammerstein, I always like the look of it. It has a unique look compared to a lot of other places they do wrestling shows, where almost every single arena looks the fucking same these days. What they're going to do with it, I don't know. I feel like they might go back to their original model of doing like the pay-per-view type thing. But aside from that, I don't know.
They did a set of shows in New York, and they drew very, very well. But then they went away from it, and everyone realized that nobody gives a fuck about their product. So same thing's going to happen, and then they can fuck off and die already.
How sad is it going to be if they can fill Hammerstein?
If they can't fill it, they need to just give up.
Well, here's the nice thing about Hammerstein is it's small and it's multiple levels. So all you really need to get is like, I don't know, 400 or 500 people on that bottom floor, not even. Maybe only like 200 or 300. And then every floor going up, you don't even have to have the camera show that.
That's true. I guess maybe that's why they're doing that. They're just kind of like, well, everybody invite your friends. That'll be at like 20 people. So none of us have any friends anymore. And we'll just film that one side, and then that'll be good. Last thing is the list of the best-selling WWE Halloween costumes for 2015. Anybody have any guesses?
Is his name John Cena?
The Undertaker?
No, it's
one of them, but
Balor.
Undertaker isn't.
Finn Balor?
Yeah, he's one of them. There's
Is he
2
no-
other names.
I'm gonna go with Stardust.
Bayley's another one, yeah.
Yeah, but I saw Bayley's
Sasha
costume.
Banks?
Fucking awesome.
What was the one that you just said, Drew?
Sasha Banks?
Nope, not Sasha. It is
Oh,
another
that-
diva.
Oh, is it 2 divas?
Bella Twins?
Yeah.
Yep. Bella Twins, John Cena, Bayley, and Finn Balor. Those are the top 4 best-selling Halloween costumes for WWE. You guys surprised about any of that?
No, because I saw Sasha Banks dressed up as Bayley, and I thought it was awesome. So I couldn't complain.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. Bayley and Finn Balor are the 2 champs of NXT. Bella Twins are easily the top divas when it comes to the main roster, and John Cena's John Cena. But
Wait, I think we're confused. These are the top selling Halloween costumes?
mm-hmm.
How do they have John Cena Halloween costumes? Do they just sell like
It's
Merch.
like a pair of
Shorts.
shorts.
get buy the hat and the shirt off of the website? They get a pair of like Nike like running shoes.
They probably give you like just really cheap versions of all the normal merch. Like you
But how
probably
do
get the little
do, Finn Balor?
wristbands.
You
You
have to
probably
actually
get
do
the
the paint
hat.
for that.
Like
Oh well, I still think it's awesome. His name is John Cena.
But like, what did they do with the Finn Balor run? Did anybody check that out and see if that was like Just the headpiece?
I'm actually looking it up right now.
I saw Finn Balor retweeting a lot of people dressing as him, and like they have like
Yeah, there's a lot of like
I guess the
homemade
trunks,
stuff.
shirt, and then the makeup. I don't know what they would do for like the actual costume. It might be like a mask that goes all the way down to the neck, maybe.
I can't find anything about this.
Yeah, I can't find it either right now. Maybe they just got rid of him like right
Is
after
this something
Halloween.
you just came up with?
Yeah, something I made up.
Wait, hold on. Was this like kayfabe news? Come on, we're not sponsored by them, Tony.
All I can see are a bunch of T-shirts like Suplex City. I got suplexed by Brock. I got speared by Reigns. Of course, a Del Rio T-shirt.
Woo!
Oh, you know what they have? They have these like little plastic Finn Balor masks. Maybe that's just what people were buying, plus the arm sleeves.
Maybe. That
Yeah,
sucks. I hate those plastic costumes. They're terrible.
I wonder what Bayley's is then.
I hope
it
that's
just-
not a plastic mask, 'cause those are
No,
probably
it's
cardboard.
probably the slap bands. You just get the shirt and the slap bands in your Bayley.
Headband, maybe too.
Doop, doop.
I don't know. With the website that Tony got this information on about the Halloween costumes, there's a video of Bo Dallas dressed as R-Truth for Halloween.
What?
Yeah, he's in the ring with R-Truth, and he has like the pants and the wrist and like the armbands that R-Truth has, and that's about it.
That's awesome.
I know. Bo Dallas is the man.
Alright, I think that does us in for the hot tags. Leave your comments below. Tell us what you think about all these different subjects. And we're going to take a little break with the rest hold and come back with our main event, Fantasy Booking Survivor Series 2015. You know what to do. Click on part 3 because that's coming up next.